A preliminary report from the NTSB cites communication and technology failures in that deadly runway collision at LaGuardia.
An Air Canada Express jet crashed into a fire rescue truck that had driven onto the runway just as the plane landed, killing both pilots and injuring dozens. Tim McNicholas joins us now with the details of the NTSB's findings. Tim?
Jessica and Christine, one big question has been whether either of the firefighters in that truck heard the warnings to stop. We now know the answer.
46 number 2, little M4.
The NTSB report says an air traffic controller with 18 years experience cleared the Air Canada jet to land on runway 4, then cleared a Port Authority fire truck, Truck 1, to cross that same runway about 2 minutes later.
Truck 1 accompanying LaGuardia Tower requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
The controller then realized the danger and told the truck to stop about 10 seconds before the collision, and the driver of another truck radioed a similar warning. The report says one of the two firefighters in the Port Authority truck heard someone warning the truck to stop, but did not know who that transmission was intended for. The firefighter said he then heard the words, "Truck 1, stop, stop, stop."
Stop.
But by then, that firefighter, who is not the one driving, said they had entered the runway. He said as they turned left, he saw the airplane's lights on the runway. New photos from the report show the aftermath of the deadly crash, which injured a flight attendant and the two firefighters and killed two Air Canada pilots.
A classic example of an accident that should never have happened.
Dan Rose is an attorney with Kreinler & Kreinler, a law firm representing passengers from the jet.
It's a tragic consequence, but there were a lot of safeguards put in place here that were not followed, and technology that didn't operate as planned.
The report says runway safety lights lit up in red to warn trucks about the incoming plane and remained illuminated until about the time Truck 1 reached the edge of the runway, when they extinguished about 3 seconds prior to the collision. The NTSB also found a safety system designed to alert controllers about runway dangers could not reliably determine the position of the trucks because the trucks lacked transponders. The report does not say whether the NTSB has interviewed the firefighter, I should say, who was driving the truck, or either of the two controllers in the tower that night. This is just a preliminary report, and the NTSB is still investigating. The FAA says for that reason it can't comment, and the Port Authority says it's now reviewing the NTSB's findings to ensure safety protocols are as strong as they can be. Jessica and Christine.
It's interesting that they brought up the runway safety lights because that's something that you reported on right after this crash happened.
Yeah, an important tool. Absolutely.
All right, Tim, thank you. And we have posted the full report from the NTSB on our website. That's at cbsnewyork.com.